Good morning, dreamers. How are you today? Okay, so I recorded yesterday and then my Wi-Fi conked out. Anyway, it has been a while. It was last Friday that we had coffee together. So went to the concert with Hannah. It was a great night. It was loud, but I'm old. What you gonna do? But it was a lot of fun. And most importantly, it was really great to watch Hannah in her element, and talk to her on the car ride home. One of the things we talked about was integrity and authenticity, and how Gen Z is striving to find authentic leaders, authentic adults, if you will. Authenticity is what they want more than anything else. And Hannah just kind of went, after all, we never know where we're going to be 10 minutes down the road. And she kind of waved out into traffic. And I was like, you're right, you don't know. 10 minutes down the road, we were still on the road. Everything was great. But the next day, Saturday, we were back to school shopping. Never know where you're going to be 10 minutes down the road. Anyway, we were stopped for a red light a little further up the street. We were the last car in the line of traffic until we weren't, if you know what I mean. Kids, don't text and drive, because we were rear-ended at full speed and we were stopped. Everything kind of went to slow motion. But anyway, it was really great. My parents, Carl was in Toronto. My parents picked up the kids. Carl went to my parents to meet up with them and arrange for them to get to their final youth meeting, and then wait for me so that he could drive me. God sent a tow truck, and it's nothing short of miraculous, to be honest. A tow truck came, grabbed us, took us to the reporting center. The guy hung out with me the whole time, and he just was a beacon of calm. And then he drove me to my parents' place, because it was on the Kitchener end of Cambridge, whereas I live on the Brantford end of Cambridge. So he drove me there, and I went home, had supper, and crashed, went right to sleep. Friends stepped up everywhere to drive the kids, to make sure that they didn't miss out on their event, but also that they were okay, to do a check-in with the kids while mom was still under high stress, still was under extreme stress. I'm still under high stress, but that's another story. Anyway, it was just so wonderful to watch birth family and church family just, whoa, we've got you. Within half an hour of getting hit, I had 3 offers to borrow a car if I needed to. I don't need to. We're covered for a rental. Insurance is being awesome. We'll figure it all out as it goes. But it was a long weekend, so nothing could be dealt with until Tuesday. Tuesday was back to school, and Tuesday I was in a lot of pain. Still am, but it's much better than it was. So I had to call around and figure out chiropractors and massage therapists and whatever. My boss is amazing, because I have today filled with medical appointments. And I'm like, can I just take a sick day? I don't know how I'm going to be able to get any work done. So there's one task I have to get done before Friday. And he's like, as long as that task gets done, go for it. Be gone the rest of the day. So that's what's happening. So yeah, my brain is a bit scattered and life is a little hairy. It's like, what? There's a wedding in 30 days? No way. 30 days? Wow. So it's kind of one of those moments in life where you're just like, I'm spinning. And is this going to be an upward climb? Or is this going to be a whirlpool into the depths? Because I can't stop the spin, but I have to choose which direction the spin is going to go. Am I going to walk with my feet flat on the ground? My heart aimed towards the sky, my head held high, my hand over my heart regulating how it's beating? Or am I going to let this spiral into a whirlpool pit of doom? Am I going to allow my food choices to be removed from me and I'm just going to stuff my face because I'm stressed? Am I going to forget to check my calendar because my calendar is pretty organized as far as when I need to do what for the wedding? Am I going to miss something? Am I going to miss a financial payment of some sort? Or am I going to consciously say, stop. I need a moment to catch my breath. On Saturday, we were talking about, in my health and wellness group, we were talking about reset and how sometimes we just need a reset. And sometimes it's daily. Sometimes it's moment by moment. And when somebody asks me a question, am I going to take the time? They talk about if you're in an interview and you are stressed and anxiety ridden, one of the ways to calm, they ask you a question, where do you see yourself in 5 years? The way to calm down, if you don't have the answer like that, is to repeat back the question. Where do I see myself in 5 years? You know, that's an excellent question. And I think about it often because life is a choose your own adventure. And then go into the answer that you have prepared. Because that calms you down. It lets you pull back and get control of the conversation again in your own mind. We've been created for order. We've been created for rhythm. And when the rhythm gets knocked out, can you calm yourself enough to find that rhythm again? I'm still not quite there this week, I must admit. I have dishes behind me that my big hair is covering up. But I know I'm on my way to finding my rhythm again. And my feet are flat on the ground. And when I look at my phone and it says 30 days until the wedding, I'm able to dream. And I'm able to let my mind go off into the clouds and say, wow, we're in a pretty good stage of life. A lot of stuff coming at us, but you never know where you're going to be 10 minutes down the road. So be authentic. The things you learn from your kids. You know you've grown up when you're learning from your kids. Anyway, Hannah inspiration for today. It's a little longer because, hey, we haven't caught up for almost a week. Anyway, we'll see ya. Know that I love you. Bye. Sweet dreams.